Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible, over and over.
Black top tayo. Sentro tayo, sentro. May mga beat tayo. Kay Anthony Towns laban kay Joel Embiid. Siyempre, dun tayo kay Joel Embiid. First pick sa fantasy team. Oh! Let's go.
All right, my people, you're in the place to be. Get ready to sit back and enjoy. We've got a pickup game here with some NBA superstars. As we welcome the players, the introductions already made, the players known and respected. And that's what this game is all about, respect. Who'll claim the bragging rights?
Alright. Bantay ka. Oh, poste. Bantay ka!
Drops the cradle on that one.
Ay.
Yes!
Ayaw mo ba ng video?
Don't bring that weak stuff out of bounds.
Akin yata. Nakuha nila. Pandak-dak na eh.
Smashes it down. Uh-oh. Get it out. Not enough. No good.
Nice one. May tapos yung dito sa alam mo.
No good from outside. Can't finish inside.
Bulok. Lagi kang papasok.
Oh, stand back now. Stand back.
Stand back. Stand back. Bawi tayo.
Good.
Konting pasawin.
Off target.
Not Kobe. Dadan mo si Pote ka. Nice details naman sa pagi.
All day.
Pero magandang depensa yun. Poste lang tayo ng poste.
Gets the bucket.
Ang ganda na speed, kunin mo.
Oh, that's how.
Sayang naman yun. pa. Kain ka. Joel Embiid. Bawi tayo.
It's pretty.
Big bet.
Off the mark.
Off the mark. Bang bang.
Can't hit from long range. Misses the chippy. Cash.
Kain na kain sa rebound. Tama na, napaka-slow mo na nga. Hindi mo pa nakukuha yung galaw niya. Bingo! Wala yan.
Basket good.
Grabe naman yan. Tinambong na. Pogi pa na dito ang mga di yung sawa. Wala itong 5 seconds. Talaga namang kibumbahin ko. Hindi mataktakan ko. Uy!
You know it.
Ayaw lang dumaktak.
Chit 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 chit
Dito
yeah.
muna. Gawin din natin yung sayo.
Oh yeah.
Uy, nice
Don't
kill.
sleep.
Bantayan mo daw ako, oh. Bang bang!
Unstoppable.
Ah, 1 point! Patay ka. Palpal yan.
It
Alam,
counts.
ba't ang palpal nito? Pakanan. Ang layo ng ring eh. Haha, pinali pa.
Nada.
Kunin mo. Yan, tanga, sala tuloy. Tangay na naman! Harap-harapan! Joel Embiid! Titira yan, bargas eh. Bang bang.
No good from beyond the arc.
Lagi kang papasok at di ka natira sa labas. Ah! Pero hindi na bantay ng ganyan.
Oh, call that.
Yun ang foul.
Misses right at the rim.
Galing, galing yung bantay.
No good. Don't think so.
Don't think so.
Over the
Ala!
line.
Over the
Come
line.
on, man.
Ang
Clear
puta
that.
naman yun.
Get down.
Titira yan.
No good from downtown. Too easy.
Grabe naman, lumang na siya. 7-5 yan.
Gets it to go.
Ano sinasabing laro na yung nilalaro ka?
That's out of bounds, baby.
Ano naman, gumabilis kang tumakbo. Ang ina, pwede nang nagawa sa akin
Explosive
yun.
finish.
Ano ba rin sa'yo? Wala.
It's good.
Grabe din.
Buckets.
Oh, lagay ko doon sa pastong yun ah.
Drops it in.
Gusto mo ba yun? Lumilay up, finger rolls. Huwag naman
En
yan.
fuego.
Talaga naman. Uy,
That's a
pwede
foul.
talaga yun. Counted ba yun?
It's in.
Counted. That's a foul. Pag yun pala eh, counted pala eh.
Throws it down.
Tumalikot ka pa, nene.
The bucket.
Nakatakan sa ito na.
Score.
Putang ina, paborito talaga.
Return the
Yun lang, ah.
sender.
Palpal ka doon, kaibigan. Ang ina, nandiyan ka na naman.
Drains it.
Lamang.
Can't connect.
Ala!
That's
Ano
right.
yung ginagawa mo dyan sa ilalim ng ring? Bang bang.
That's off the mark. He won't be denied. Just kill it on the boards.
Haha!
The hammer.
Bawi tayo dyan. Bawi tayo, hindi.
Money.
Pinatawa na.
That's
Ang
good.
ina! Sinong tatalo sa akin? Paborito mong move.
Count.
Punta tayo move eh. Patay!
Nyla.
Talo!
Make some noise for our pickup game winner. What a game. What a
Yes,
game.
indeed.
You gotta love it. Thanks to the fans and to the players. Now time to go. See you next time.
Ayoko na yan. Hintuin na laro tayo. Random na lang tayo para maganda. Sacramento Kings. Sa away tayo, sa away. Uy, Toronto. Let's go.
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for Toronto,
Marcus Gasol.
and then for the Sacramento Kings, Fox is out there at Bogdanovich. It's his first official game as a starter. Then there's Harrison Barnes, and it's Bielitsa in at the 4. Fox against Fowler.
Lori.
Pass to Barnes.
Pinasawid Barnes. Binabantay ng Nobi. Pinupos na si Beal.
Here's Giles. He sinks the 11-footer.
A good way to get things started here.
Steve, always nice to get the first points up on the board. At least I felt that way. There's no question the big news for the Sacramento Kings is they're still the Sacramento Kings. After a nail-biting last couple of years, they saw the team flirt with moving to Virginia, Anaheim, Las Vegas, Seattle. Finally, a new ownership group committed to keeping the team in sack.
And for all the Kings fans, what a great victory. Former 3-time NBA All-Star and Sacramento native son, Mayor Kevin Johnson, instrumental in securing financing
Wait lang. Ay, silang natin yung code settings, timeout, manual, substitution, manual,
for the new arena, and Steve campaigning with the league's owners to keep the team in Northern California.
I think it surprised everyone. Kevin, Seattle made such a strong bid. I think most people felt the team would end up in Seattle, but Johnson did his job. Sacramento stepped up to the plate. And I think it's great that the Kings get to keep their team, and hopefully Seattle will end up with one in the
Huli
next
na
couple
yun!
years.
Huli ka din! Kaya
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
naman nun! Pasabi!
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I don't know that you can really show his true value to this team based solely on numbers. I mean, with him, it's all about his work ethic and his desire, the way he gets after it.
And here's something else, Steve. He invites contact when he's attacking the rim. He doesn't try to finesse his way through anything. He's going through bodies.
He hits both from the stripe.
You know, it wasn't a surprise that the Raptors struggled on the road. Most young teams do. They were 13 and 28 as a visiting team. They did end the year looking a lot more dangerous on the road than they started, though.
Sacramento with the ball.
Yan!
Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
Namit.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Yes, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat. He brought up Marc Gasol, a kind of sleeper player he thinks could give them trouble. Coach said he's a guy 7 foot plus He's very skilled, can shoot and finish over either shoulder, and he doesn't shy away from contact. He's a guy you have to really pay attention to. And I've told our guys, we can't let him have a big game. Fellas, we'll see how they do against him.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. A pass to Fox. And Bogdanovich kicks to Barnes. And he throws that one down right in the face of Marcus All.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Well, Clark, you were talking about the Raptors' struggles on the road. They didn't have the best road record at the end of the season, as you said, but Steve, they did show some bite with their play.
You know, one of the interesting stats from the Raptors last year is they actually scored more points on the road than they did at home, and that rarely happens in the NBA. But I think the big thing with Toronto, their defense has to improve more than anything else.
Here's Ainaga, and the three ball is good.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
The Raptors wanted to improve their defense last season, Kevin, but part of what stymied them in that area was the fact that they led the league in fouls.
Right.
They fouled too much. They were too aggressive.
Sacramento shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. Going back to the Raptors, all those fouls ended up hurting them as they would lose games, Steve, at the line late in games.
Yeah, and that was particularly deflating for that team. You know, the Raptors really are still learning. They're a young team, and last year was a chance to try to learn, try to educate themselves. But going forward, they're going to have to cut back on those fouls. Those are really, really a killer.
For the three, and that one's good. 6 points for him.
Boy, that is just good stuff for him. Nice touch.
Passes it to Fox. Dishes to Barnes. Here's Fox. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Kicks it to Barnes. From deep. Can't get it to go. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
You know, after the Rudy Gay trade sent Jose Calderon, Kyle Lowry said that now the Raptors were his team. And while that might be debatable, he's clearly got the talent to run the team at the point guard position.
They get a hand on it. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
I think he was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. And back to Kyle Lowry, a good passer, also an amazing rebounder for a 6-foot-tall guard.
He's physical, doesn't mind throwing his weight around. He's confident. You can see how aggressive he is offensively, always looking to draw contact and get to the free throw line.
On defense, the Raptors trailing by 2. And he lobs it toward the rim. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And Toronto has possession. The Kings getting the bucket. Gets it to go. He has 5.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Kings have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. They set the pick. It's Bielitsa. From outside, off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
And Lowry gets it to go.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Here's Bogdanovich. He passes to Bielitsa. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bielitsa's got his first 3 points of the game. Feeds it to Lowry. Right side Lowry. The shot no good. Excellent D from Fox. For Sacramento, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Inaga defended by Bogdanovich. Ibaka, no luck. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Fox gets it to go.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Number 23. And again, Toronto no up. Sacramento leading by 3. Here's Bielitsa. Here's Bogdanovich. Again, Sacramento. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, here's Inaga. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 8 points for him. The Kings have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Ball stolen. Fast break Toronto. Number 43. Sacramento grabs the miss. And the Kings pushing it up now. It is flushed down the guy's jam. Some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Sayang naman yun. Labas.
He dishes it to Lowry from past the arc.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Sacramento.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And the fact that they're playing well close to the hoop, finding points in the paint, I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
And Toronto making a change here. Powell's checked in. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Parker's checked in for Bogdanovich. So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
A lot was made about the Kings in their home last year, but it wasn't about how well are they playing at home. It was about where is their home going to be next season. The Kings are staying in Sacramento, but they played like it might be their last hurrah.
A new group in now for the Raptors.
Nilay nga pala. Lahat pala lumabas. Ayok.
This all setting the pick for Davis. The offensive rebound. Finished off by Gasol.
Boy, I like the way he carved out just enough space to get his hands on the missed shot and then rattle the rim on the putback.
And the gap narrows.
They're closing it fast.
Well, that's the effort of a team ready to fight back into this game.
And you go back to the Kings at home last year, 20-21 record, and it was easy to see just how much tougher a team they were in this building. You know, Steve, they really looked like a team that could compete with anyone at any time.
Well, this community really rallied behind the franchise, and there was a lot of worry that maybe this was the farewell tour for the Kings fans and the players. And they played their hearts out last year. You got to give them a lot of credit for really fighting, particularly down the stretch when things look grim.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
6 times 30 and 1. 6 na 30 and 1. 120 and 1. 25 minutes pa lang this team. Dalawang shot pa lang agad. Tama na. Di na. First quarter pa lang tayo. Autopilot ko siguro mamaya.
Kings leading now by 4. Here's Bielitsa. Fox passes to Parker. 8 feet away. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Gasol, a screen on Fox. Davis kicks to Powell. Gasol against Parker. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And, Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
And it's Hill penetrating. And here's Barnes for 3. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Barnes has got 5.
And, guys, how many times have we seen him just drill that corner 3? For whatever reason, you know, that's just his shot. He sees that shot so well. Obviously, it's a little closer than other three-pointers, but that's his comfort zone for sure.
And I know something else the fans love about him is the way he's capable of going straight over the top of a defender for some monster throwdowns. I mean, we're talking about posterization with capital letters.
Here's Davis. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Back to Jefferson. He tries for 3. Second chance shot. And Gasol with the lay-in. He's got 5.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him. For the majority of his career, Marc Gasol has been referred to as the other Gasol. But last season, you can make that case that he surpassed his brother proud in terms of impact on the court.
And the shot is good.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
And he converts the layup. Gasol's got 7 points. And Marc Gasol, a little bigger than his older brother Powell, very comfortable at the center position, whereas Powell is a little more of a tweener. They're both obviously so incredibly skilled.
They sure are. Both Gasol's able to play in the high post as passers or jump shooters or down on the low block, and where they can use their array of offensive skills. Pretty impressive to see 2 players like that coming out of the same family.
And Sacramento has possession. 6-point game. It's back to Hill. And the Kings check on 2 more.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Davis with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Back to Gasol. Launches a 3. The shot no good. So the Kings will take it the other way.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yep, they were ready to go right from the opening tip.
Now the feed to Powell.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
Some changes for Sacramento. Bazemore is checked in, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Here's Davis. Davis gets the screen from Jefferson. Davis kicks to Jefferson. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. A minute 50 left to play in the first.
Look at this quarter, and it really comes down to the missed 3-point shot.
No good on the quick 3. Poke loose. Gasol with the steal. By himself. And Parker with the block. Got a piece of it. Inside. Here's Bazemore. Gets the bucket. Bazemore's got his first 2 points of the night.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Clark, you're right, the missed threes putting them in a hole.
Yeah, they need to have a little bit more patience and run their sets more, get their shots out of the offense instead of settling for threes. Well, no team likes to have their first-round pick belong to another team. It gets worse when you're a lottery team yourself and you're trying to build your talent base up. But the Raptors' number 12 pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Well, Clark, as you said, the Thunder got the Raptors' first selection this last year. Only the way the Raptors would have been able to hang on to it was, Steve, if they jumped up to the top 3 in the lottery.
And as bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, I mean, and it is bad, it was as good as any other time for them to not have a first-round pick because the draft wasn't deep, and the Raptors have a lot of young talent already and that they can make improvement with.
Toronto with the ball. They trail by 11. And again, no good by Toronto.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
And that one's good.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Raptors trail by 13. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. The quick look, no good that time.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And they get it back. He kicks it to Joseph. Five to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Goes back up. Bazemore hits the bucket. And the Kings lead by 15.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Kings ahead, up by 15. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
And it's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
Raptors trail by 15. Outside Lowry. The dish to Johnson. And Sacramento with the rebound. Parker's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, as you know, Kyle Lowry was a former late first-round pick. Over his career, he's had to battle for his minutes, but it seems he's solidified his starting role with the Raptors, saying, quote, "I think I've broken into that second tier, and I'm trying to break into that first tier. I believe in myself. I believe in the work I put in every year. I'm not going to give myself a ceiling. Given opportunity, I will produce." And guys, he's shown he can score, pass, rebound, and defend. A lot to like.
Thanks, Doris.
Tremendous dedication to the game. It's great to remember just how far he's come. A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
Kings leading now by 12. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Joseph dishes to Bazemore. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bazemore's got 7 points.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
And the pass to Johnson. He feeds it to Lowry. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Lowry. Dishes it to Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Sacramento's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And Joseph's it to Bazemore. Johnson's there. Shoots a fader. Pass to Parker. Parker, right side. Number 3. No good on the triple. Raptors trail by 12. Number 23, defended by Joseph. Outside Lowry. Passes to Johnson. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
Kicks to Parker. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Bazemore. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Bazemore's got 5 points in the quarter. And the Raptors call time here.
Well, the business of the NBA in pretty good stead. The Kings sold back in May for a record price of $525 million, and the Seattle group had offered even more. Team value is certainly on the rise around the league. Better arenas, more lucrative TV contracts. Part of the reason that's the case.
Raptors trail by 11. Johnson to screen. Throws it up high.
Oh, he's explosive, Kevin. I mean, a lot of time, all it takes is a basket or two to really get his motor running. And suddenly, he becomes almost impossible to handle.
And it's his scrappiness, Steve, that also makes him a special player. I can't tell you how many times I've seen him dive into the second row going after a loose ball.
Feeds to Joseph. Lets the 3 fly. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. He's got 8.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap-in.
Hustle points, I believe they called it.
And great instincts, too. You're just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball.
Gets it to go. And back to the bidding war for the Kings with the great offer from the Seattle group. Steve, do you think there's a chance the league could expand to Seattle?
I think so, especially with that tremendous offer that the Seattle group put forward. And now the new CBA, it's made it much more favorable for the owners. I think in the next few years, we will see at least one expansion team, maybe 2.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Yeah, they're making some shots now, Clark, finally starting to make up some ground.
Back to Parker. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Ainaga. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Now, here's Joseph. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Bogdanovich. He passes to Parker. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Parker's got 6 points. Toronto's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. He dishes it to Johnson. Lots of room. Number 43. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
He misses the free throw.
You know, it appeared to be another season where the Raptors would be near the bottom of the league, but while the terms rock bottom and embarrassing floated around, they made some moves and were able to go on a run to climb towards the middle of the pack.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Parker. And he ends up missing both free throws. Well, we all know the trade for Rudy Gay, the major move coming last season for the Raptors. They were able to get a look at the playoff scenario at times. And, you know, Steve, it looked like they were much more competitive down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a team that has struggled the last few years, but I think that spark near the end of the regular season gives them hope. And now it's time to start that climb, get back into the playoffs, and continue to build and become an excellent NBA franchise, because they have the potential to do so.
Parker's checked in for the Kings. Sacramento on defense. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Just 5 on the clock. Number 43, good on the 13-footer. He's got 9.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Here's Bogdanovich. 6 points for him. Count the bucket.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
The feed to Johnson. Here's Ainaga. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Sacramento leading by 9. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. That's good. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter. Toronto calls timeout.
A season to forget for the Sacramento Kings a year ago. There were times they looked pretty good, but more times than not, they couldn't sustain high-level play. Still managed to do fairly well against Eastern Conference teams when they saw them.
Raptors trail by 11. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about the Kings. Very good when playing out of conference, at least relative to their overall play, Steve.
Well, 14-16 against the East. I mean, that's not a bad record. I'm not sure if it says something about the Kings or something about the East. Probably the latter, but not bad for Sacramento to have that record.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
He kicks it to Barnes. A 3-ball. Can't get it to go. And the Raptors with the ball. 8-point game. There's the dish to Powell. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors rebound. Number 43, covered by Barnes. He feeds it to Gasol. Number 23. And it's off from three-point range. The shot by Powell, no good.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Parker up top. Here's Giles. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 10 points for him.
Yeah, and guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Number 43. And the Raptors miss again.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while. Dishes it to Parker.
Pass to Bogdanovich. No good from outside. Raptors trail by 10. Number 43 sinks that one from the post.
Tell you what, since the end of the first quarter, he has really come alive.
Timeout called by the Kings. And the Kings making a change here. Bielitsa's checked in. Kings leading now by 8. There's a good screen. Here's Bogdanovich. Raptors trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And good on the basket. Book it.
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range.
Here's Bielitsa, defended by Gasol. Passes it to Bielitsa. Lets it go with a 3. And that one's good. Bielitsa's got his second basket of the night.
The thing you notice right off the bat from the statistics, just his three-point percentage. I mean, it's a terrific number, and it's a combination of things. Good shot selection, his mechanics are solid, and his movement on the perimeter is outstanding.
And I know he's a fan favorite because he can catch fire immediately at any point in the ball game and just start pouring it in from all over the place.
Good. 13 points in the game.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Powell. And Bogdanovich kicks to Parker. Off target from outside.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Back to Gasol. Fires from deep. Rejected by Bogdanovich.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Again, Sacramento.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
1:03 left to play here in the half. Kicks it to Powell. The tray. Gets it to go. 6 points for him.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Pass to Barnes. Backing him down. Raptors trail by 5. 35 seconds left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 10 feet out, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Now the pass to Bogdanovich. The wing jumper off target. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Kings lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the third quarter, but right now it's time for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Great to have you with us this Thursday night of NBA action. It's been the Kings scrapping it out. Their advantage in free throw percentage has given them a significant edge. Harrison Barnes having no trouble against this Raptors defense. He's got 13 points and has been on the mark from deep so far. And for Toronto, they've been battling. They've been making smart passes, protecting their possessions. Fundamental basketball is a beautiful thing to watch. A sensational first half from Marc Gasol. He's got 7 points and not much to complain about with his shot selection either. A nice field goal percentage in the first half. Thanks so much for joining me here in studio. Second half action is coming right up, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Now Lowry. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Sacramento leading by 3. Here's Fox. There's the pick. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Fox. Beyond the arc. And the shot is good. He's got 9.
After a big improvement defensively in 11-12, the Raptors took a step back in that department last year with all the moving parts, young players they added, and gelling that had to be done. You could see why that would have been the case.
Gasol goes in. Lowry. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. For 3. And the shot is good. Lowry's got his third basket of the night.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Well, we do know young teams struggle with D, as you were talking about, Clark, and the Raptors definitely fell into that category last season. Some athletic players for sure. And, you know, they could get better this year and beyond, Steve, if they work as a unit. Of course, that'll be the key.
Yeah, they weren't bad by any means last season. I mean, they would end up near the middle or at least bottom third of every big defensive stat. But, you know, they made some strides, and I think this year they have to take that next step, and they've got to continue to build on what they had. That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Here's Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. No good from the wing.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Outside Lowry. From the arc. And it's Lowry again missing. Kings leading now by 4. Here's Bielitsa. He has 6. Fox. Feeds it to Barnes. Launches it. No luck. And Toronto will go the other way with it. The drive by Lowry. Outside Gasol. And it's rejected. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Fox. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. The first one falls. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. Fox hits them both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. He dishes it to Ibaka. And there's the feed to Lowry. It's Lowry again missing.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Gets it to go. He's got 12.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
Raptors trail by 8. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Hill, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Number 43. Nice shot from the wing.
Perfect inbounds pass and an easy 2 points.
Sacramento leading by 6. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Barnes passes to Fox. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Ibaka. Down low.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Bielitsa kicks to Hill. The dish now to Barnes. He passes to Fox. There's the 3. That's good. He's got 14. Raptors trail by 7. He kicks to Ibaka. Backs in. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. The Kings have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Passes it to Fox. Hill, a screen on Lowry. Fox against Lowry. Clock at 6. The Raptors making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. On defense, Toronto trailing by 5. No good from Bielitsa.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's Davis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lowry kicks to Jefferson. Back to Lowry. Fires for 3. But he stays with it.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Lowry against Fox. The pass to Bielitsa. Gives him the lead pass. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Toronto trailing. Lowry dishes to Davis. He feeds it to Ibaka. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Powell. He nails it, and we're tied up. 8 points for him.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Ibaka comes with the double team. Fox against Lowry. Fox kicks to Hill. 5 on the clock. Hill left side. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Back to Davis. Dishes it to Powell. Kicks to Davis. Pass to Powell for the lead. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. The Kings have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Feeds it to Bazemore. A pass to Fox. He dishes it to Bazemore. Here's Fox, defended by Powell. And here's Barnes for 3. There's the bucket, good. Barnes has got 16.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Fox against Lowry. Outside, Davis. The feed now to Ibaka. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Bielitsa.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Toronto calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Fox.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
And the Raptors making a change here. Lowry kicks to Jefferson. On the wing, Davis. On the wing, Davis. On the wing, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Drills it from outside. Davis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Kings have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Fox against Lowry. Takes a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. The dish to Davis. Goes up on the wing. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his third rebound tonight. Fox against Lowry. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Outside Jefferson. To the paint. Number 43. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You can hear the impact from where I am.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And I also like the penetration. I mean, they're getting into the paint. They're getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
The Raptors making a switch here. That one is no good. The Kings trailing. Pass to Fox. Pick up by Hill. Fox. Shot clock at 6. On the high post, he drills it. 18 points for him.
You know, offensively, his quarter has been perfect. Not a single missed shot. They got to keep riding it.
Number 43. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. Sacramento's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Powell. Number 43, covered by Barnes. He kicks it to Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Here's Powell. Misses off the right iron.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Here's Bogdanovich. He's got 15. He lobs it up.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. Takes the three. No good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The pass to Fox. Fires the three. Rebound by the Raptors. .106 left to play here in the third. Fires the three. That's good. 9 points in the game so far. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Well, the fans love it. I mean, a tug of war, back and forth affair. But if you're a coach, there's a little frustration here. You're trying to pull ahead, but pretty evenly matched game.
Outside Hill. And blocked. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. The D got there too late, and he'll go to the line. For Toronto, they have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9. And the first one at the line is good. The Raptors making a switch here. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Sacramento's gone downtown to launch since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. And stolen by Kyle Lowry.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hang on to it.
And that's probably what they're going to do here.
He feeds it to Ibaka. Covered by Barnes. The fadeaway hits the front of the rim and out. There's the triple. And it is good at the buzzer.
Oh, what a monster shot to close out the third. They've taken the lead going into the final quarter.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Kings on top, leading by just 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And how about the touch they've displayed from long range, guys? I mean, as a team, they are really shooting the ball well and executing from the perimeter.
Here's Bazemore. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Bazemore's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Kings. Raptors trail by 3. Number 23, defended by Bogdanovich. The 3, that's good.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
The King shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. He passes it to Joseph. Here's Bielitsa while recovering. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. First free throw is good. And the Raptors making a change here. All free throws good from Bielitsa.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, I mean, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Kings trailing. And Joseph kicks to Hill. Pass to Bielitsa. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Shot by Joseph. No good. Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And he makes the first. And the Kings making a change here. Fox is checked in. So he gets them both. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's the screen. Dishes to Barnes. Nails the wide open jump shot. And here's Lowry. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Number 43. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 23 points in the game.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, you got to get some bodies out there defensively, though. I mean, if things are way too easy out beyond the three-point arc. Well, you got to love the effort, but probably an ill-advised decision in the end to go for that alley-oop.
Yep, that sequence went from pretty to ugly in a hurry.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
They set the pick. And here's Barnes for 3. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Number 43. Ibaka, a follow-up flush. And the Raptors lead by 8.
A beast on the glass on that play. He wasn't going to be denied, not at all.
Here's Bielitsa. A pass to Fox. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's rebounded by Paul. Raptors leading by 8. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The Raptors making a switch here. The 19-foot shot, and again it's Toronto converting.
Man, the shots continue to fall as they try to put this thing away.
Yeah, big run here, and they've got their opponents in the rearview mirror.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his team's play over the course of this run, and you know, thus the timeout. You got to talk things over, try to get back into the game.
Something has to change for them as they haven't looked good at all during this run, so a timeout is appropriate here.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, well, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach during that last timeout. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Lowry against Fox. Kicks it to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Bielitsa. Here's Fox. Will it go? And the shot is good. He's got 21.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. It's back to Hill. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now it's only a 5-point Raptor lead. Fox again thrown. From outside the arc, Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the pass to Bielitsa. It's back to Hill. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
Toronto working the ball around now. Number 43. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 26 points for him.
That's his 2nd 3-pointer of the half and his 3rd overall.
Lowry against Fox. Feeds to Hill. Shot clock at 6. The 17-footer. They get it again. Giants. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Toronto. Outside Hill. He passes to Fox. Giants defended by Gasol. Pocket 6. To the inside, Gasol with the steal.
Well, if the defender doesn't buy the pump fake, there's a good chance he's going to be able to tip that ball loose. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Misses off the left iron. Toronto leading by 7. Outside Lowry. He dishes it to Powell. Number 43. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The Kings have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Here's Bielitsa. It's back to Hill. And they get it. And that one's good. Hill's got 7 points for the quarter.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Powell, the pass to Gasol. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. The Kings trail by 9. Here's Fox. The feed to Barnes. Pass to Bielitsa. There's the dish to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Barnes has got 20.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Here's Powell. Fox against Lowry. Six on the shot clock. Number 43. And Gasol gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Lowry against Fox. Giles defended by Gasol. Missed inside. Raptors leading by 9. They set the pick. He kicks to Lowry. The three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Here's Fox. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 14-4 run. Lowry against Fox. Lowry dishes to Gasol. Back to Lowry. Knocked away. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. The Raptors making a switch here. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Here's Hill. A pass to Fox. Lowry with the block. Here's Giles. And finally they hit one.
Boy, I'm not seeing the same energy level as I did in the first half. Second chance points not coming quite as easily as they did earlier, and I think it's a matter of effort. They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
There's a screen. And Bielitsa kicks to Hill. Poked away. 3 on 3. Here's Bielitsa. Passes it to Fox.
Right here, back door. Come on, come get this.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
He feeds it to Lowry. There's the pick. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Man, an even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I know you know about how the basket can seem like it's 10 feet wide when you're in the zone. That's where they are right now.
Free throw drops for Lowry. The Kings trail by 15. 1:03 left in the game. Bielitsa passes it to Barnes. Here's Giles. Hits the jump hook. .52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Raptors shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Back to Gasol. Number 43. And it's sent back by Bielitsa. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the quick three. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Bazemore dishes to Parker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
There's no agenda. I mean, the ball's just moving to whoever is open, and as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking kind of pace to their game. It's been fun to watch.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.